Hi, everybody. This is probably the first time that you're meeting me. I am the Democratic candidate for District 48. And if you're like me, you've probably been feeling both moved to action and also enervated. You know, your energy has just been drained by what's been happening in the news over the last couple of months. We have seen event after event show us that there are parts of our system that are supposed to be taking care of us, and in that I'm talking about healthcare, or are supposed to be keeping us safe that need major reform. And it's taken crises to really get us to consider what needs to be changed. And if there's something that I can say is good that's coming out of all of these big tragedies, it's that a lot of younger people are starting to think about, where can I be involved in this? You look at the people who are at the Black Lives Matter protests, and you see a lot of people who are 30 and younger out there expressing their opinions. And some of those people are going to be going in and running for office in the next 5 or 10 years because they have gotten involved and they're thinking about, what can I do? And that's sort of where I got involved. I was working with the Warren campaign and helping out for the caucus. And we started paying more attention, my partner and I, we started paying more attention to local politics. And we started thinking about, what can we do? And we saw that there was nobody running for District 48. And it really came down to, somebody needs to show up to bring through good policy for this district. So again, my name is Jack Friend. I am an educator. I've been an educator for 7 years. Some of those have been teaching at ISU. The rest have been teaching high school English. I am an educator because I like seeing growth. I get a big boost. And if you've been an educator or a parent, you know that when you see somebody having more options than they did the day before, and more skills and more information and more resources, you get this boost inside of yourself, and it wakes you up and allows you to do more than you thought you could when you set out on whatever it is you're doing. Now, I'm running because I want to see District 48 grow and contribute to the state legislature in meaningful ways. And I don't see that happening right now. I want to see workers valued, not disregarded. I want to see people healthier, and I want to see education funded like we mean it. I want simple, good things to grow in my district. And basically, right now, we're making it happen, even though it's early on in the game. I am a hard worker. I have an organizing background. I have a teaching background. That means that when I get a bunch of volunteers, I know what it takes to get them ready to go out and do calls and knock on doors. And we've already had a very successful volunteer initiative where we were going out and getting masks from people in the district, because we knew there were a lot of people making those masks. What we did is we got a ton of them. And then we put together a phone bank with the help of the Truman Fund. And then we started calling people in the district, and we called the most people in the district for that week. And we started just driving masks out, because there were people who are sitting at home, probably like you are, wondering, what can I do right now? And they just got in their cars, and I gave them masks and addresses, and we got them to people who needed them. Now, my district is pretty big. It covers some of, I know this is a little bit reversed probably for you. As you can see, I'm prepared. Uh, so my district has a slice of Story County over here. It also extends all the way down to Slater and Madrid down here. This big blob is Webster City. Goes all the way over to Dayton and some other towns over here. So we got a lot of ground to cover. That means a lot of gas money and time behind the wheel for me, and a lot of time on the phones too to reach people. Sometimes when you're driving around these districts, you knock on a door and you find out that nobody's knocked on that door, like, ever, for the state house. Um, right now, my campaign needs everyone who has time to help with those calls to get people masks. We also could use help with writing postcards to people in the district. We're getting some help from postcards for Iowa voters, but we need, honestly, as many writers as we can get. And I think that this is probably like the least like glamorous part of running the campaign, but we also could use your contributions so that we can make sure that we have all of the yard signs, all of the cowboy cards, and other things that we need for running. So right now in this era, if you are looking for something to do, we are doing a lot in District 48, and we could use your help. So yeah, that's my story. I'm Jack Friend. I'm serious about winning District 48. I'm putting in the time and the work, and if you can help me out, we would love to have you. I can take questions from anybody who has them.
I don't see any questions in the chat. I wanted to thank you for the mask initiative. That's just amazing. And I know that Latifa has helped you with that. And is that still ongoing, that you're still having people make masks, or do you need more people to make masks? I can put a call out for more.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
started with getting tons of masks, and part of that was Facebook live streaming my partner and I sewing masks by hand. An unintentional consequence of this was for for Latifa to realize that we were getting sore hands just trying to put these masks together, and her reaching out and getting us a Kenmore sewing machine, which I've come to realize is like the Land Cruiser of sewing machines. Like, this is a serious machine. And we're now pumping out way, way more masks, and we could use as many as you care to help out with. I mean,
okay.
If there's community resources, we should get them to people who need them. So if you have them,
Yeah, I'll send out a newsletter telling people that if they are making masks, if they want to make masks, to get in touch with you.